Ate. That's why I will miss her for the first sem. And she will miss me on the second sem. Ate Jonna Aguba. This is a well-researched introduction of our first speaker. There you have it, Ate Jonna.
Okay, good morning. To our computer education professor, Sir Wilton Formalejo. Good morning, sir. To the MSRN students, and as well as to the PhD students, my classmates. Good morning once again. So I am greatly honored to introduce to you our first speaker. She should not be our speaker for this session, but unfortunately, our first speaker who was assigned to talk about technologies and education has an equally important matter to attend to. That's why with the help of Sir Farrell and my fellow classmates, we find another speaker which is very more, which well versed in tackling this topic for this morning. So allow me to introduce to you our first speaker. So she has just celebrated her birthday last July 3. She studied Bachelor of Science in Information Technology at University of Nueva Cáceres, studied teaching methodology at TESDA Regional Center, Pilihan, Camarines Sur, studied methods in teaching at Vista, with 30 units in Bachelor of Laws at University of Nueva Cáceres. Is also a former customer service representative at ITN Mandaluyong City, a former area coordinator at the Department of Social Welfare and Development, and also a former IT instructor at AMA Computer College, Naga City, from June 2010 to March 2012. Is also admin assistant at Ayala Property Management Corporation, Naga City, from May 1 to 2012 to April 1, 2013. And also a former IT assistant at the Department of Health, last September 2014 to January 2015. And now, she is an ed already. A teacher one and ICT coordinator of San Juan National High School, Limanan North District. So without further ado, our first speaker for the topic technologies and education, none other than Miss Jenny D. San Sebastian Napo.
Thank you very much, ma'am. At narinig niyo po akong malinaw? Thank you po. Okay, so once again, good morning po. And it is such an honor for me to be your presenter in this online seminar. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank the organizers, to Dean Adele Pabello-Flor, to Professor Wilton Cormalejo, and to my co-speaker, she's already here, attorney Rachel Erica Barona. And of course, to all the students that are there, again, pleasant morning to everyone. So today, I will go to share with you some of the most important ideas that have ever been discovered in this topic that I will discuss. Okay, so let us start po. Okay, nakikita niyo po yung, ano ko, yung presentation ko? Okay. Okay, thank you po. Alright, so this topic is technology in education and e-learning education. Okay, so siguro medyo familiar na din po ang iba sa inyo when it comes to e-learning. So these are the topics that I will cover. So what is e-learning? The traditional learning versus the e-learning, the impact of e-learning, and the e-learning tools. Okay? So sabi dito, today's children are growing up in a rapidly changing digital age that is far different from that of their parents and grandparents. So dito po pumapasok yung digital technologies. Ano ba yung digital technologies? So it is said that it is the heart of modern education systems, workplaces, and learning environments, changing the way we teach and learn. Okay, so when we say digital education, it is not just about shifting from premises to screen. It is about allowing the students to truly enhance their learning and enabling these management development institutions, those schools, universities that are offering e-learning so that they can deliver impactful learning experience in a more accessible and personalized way. Okay, so books and journals have found their way to the desktops of students and research scholars. So before, if there is something that we have to research, we go to the library, then we find the book, and then pag-aralan. So ngayon, iba na yung approach ng ating mga resources. So, thanks to the invention of these resources, before the easy, for the quick, and accessible access the books and journals that have made an effective learning. E-resources serves as a platform for random access to multiple users at the same time and save plenty of time. So, very advantageous ito sa atin, lalo na kung yung mga gaya sa amin sa DepEd, medyo very minimal lang yung resources namin, yung books namin, kakaunting lang. So, nagkakaroon ng sharing na lang of books. Unlike nito sa resources, ano po, anyone can access the books and the journals and at their own time. Okay, so to give you an example of that platform, we have Google Scholar. By the way, you can access this as a scholar.google.com. This provides a very simple way to broadly search for scholarly literature. So, mas maganda po natin itong gamitin kesa kay Google lang. Kasi Google lang. Ano po? So, this is a very good platform for academic research, especially po sa inyo na nasa master's degree, nasa doctorate degree. So, from one place, you can search across many disciplines and sources. So, for example, articles, you're looking for some theses, books, abstracts, short opinions, or pwede din pong mga academic publishers, mga professional societies, online repositories, and a lot of things. So, napakagandang gamitin, napaka-very convenient gamitin, Google Scholar. May gumagamit ba sa inyo ng Google Scholar? Meron na po? Okay. So, let's move on. What is e-learning? The letter E in e-learning stands for the word electronic. E-learning pioneer Bernard Laskin in 2001 explains that letter E as exciting, energetic, enthusiastic, emotional, extended, and educational. So, madami pa lang pwedeng maging meaning yung E aside from if we're using it in an electronic manner. E-learning is internet-enabled learning. It is a storehouse of education, information, communication, training, knowledge, and performance management. So, mapapansin natin na e-learning has developed very fast because of what? Because of the internet. And the internet and the World Wide Web has provided us with the easy access to the information and knowledge. So this technology supports the teaching and learning using a computer web technology. So, syempre nagkakaroon ng problema. If we and students in different ways. At one of these that kapag yung teacher ay malayo na sa ibang lugar or let's say ibang bansa, different time zone. So, nagiging puting usapan yung learning using technology. Okay. E-learning and online multimedia learning environment. So in our world, we find it difficult to overcome learning challenges and the possible achievement. So paano natin masasabi to bridge this gap, the concept such as the learning, the teaching, the teachers has become a part of our effective education. Kaya pumasok dito, teaching and learning is one-to-one or individual siya. So, more importantly, in other classrooms, very few classmates, for example, sa DepEd, sa yung size ng klase ay ranging from 50 to 90 students. So, imagine kung gano'n mahirap i-manage. Kaya medyo namawalan din ng activity sa bawat isang estudyante. So, dito sa e-learning, interactive siya. Because it is learner-centered and learner. Ano pa yung learner-centered? Sabi dito, in a true learner-centered environment, the learner is the beginning and point of the learning process, and the learners are the focus of the program. Tools are available as the learners need. So, doon papasok yung mga online platforms sa Windows classes. The instructor adjusts to the student. So, very different po sa traditional classroom. Kasi minsan mahirap ka ba, hindi nakakasunod si estudyante, next step ka. So, medyo napagdito na yung mga estudyante. So, dito sa e-learning, ang instructor yung nag-a-adjust sa estudyante. The quality of instruction is measured against the standard. So, meron tayong standard na sinusunod na learning. The student is an active partner in the learning process. The course is continually renewed through feedback from learners. So, meron yung kailangan natin kung ano yung alam mo na estudyante, saan sila hirapan, and ano pa yung pwede ma-improve. Okay, learner monitoring. Learners assess their own progress. Before they run ng master's degree na online. So, very advantageous din sa amin na nag-work, working from 7 to 7:5. Ano po, meron kami yung learner monitoring, parang dashboard. Nakikita namin kung ano na yung mga natapos namin. Unlike dun sa traditional na kailangan talaga kung ano na yung mga kailangan mo pang tapusin. Dito, sa e-learning, halimbawa, merong paparating na due ng isang activity or isang project, may notification doon na this activity will due on. So, magaling na-remind the student. Helping learners to identify progress they have made, to understand what they have achieved and what they need to do next to make progress towards their goals and qualifications. So, madaling nakikita na mamonitor yung estudyante, ano pa yung hindi niya natapos, at ano pa yung mga kailangan niya natapos. E-learning is mostly associated with activities involving computers and interactive networks simultaneously. Okay, so, importante syempre yung may internet connection tayo. So, the computer does not need to be the central element or provide learning content. However, the computer and the network must hold significant involvement in the learning activity. Okay, so dito pumapasok yung mga web-based learning natin. So, when we say web-based learning, associated with learning materials, which is referred to web browser. So, yung mga ina-attach sa ating mga learning materials, including when the materials are started on CD-ROM, or other media, such as this or mga flash drive. Short, yung mga soft copy ng mga learning materials na po. So, online learning naman, on the other hand, is associated with content readily accessible in computer. So, susunod na sa para meron ng profile and then meron din mga file. So, you just access kung yung kailangan mo, kung ano yung kailangan mong resource. The content may be on the web or the internet or simply installed on a CD-ROM or the computer hard drive. Okay? So, meron tayo sa delivery method ng e-learning. First, the synchronous learning. The asynchronous learning, instructor-led learning, self-study with functional expert, web, the blog, wikis, forums, mga forums natin, or the computer-based video streaming. Okay, so we also have the web conferencing. What is that? It refers to a service that allows conferencing to be shared with remote locations, such as this webinar. So, I am here in Limangan, so meron tayo na sila. These are sometimes referred to as webinars or for interactive conferences or online workshops. So the service allows real-time, point-to-point communication, as well as multicast communications from one sender to many receivers. So ang nagiging problem nito sometimes is yung limited lang. Ano po, limited lang yung pwede naman. Or naman, public siya, pwede siya ma-access na ibigay. It offers the string of text, messages, such as this one, with Google Hangouts, and messaging, voice, and video chat, shared simultaneously across geographical distribution and application. Meron din tayong education television. Ito, uso ko sa atin sa DepEd. The use of television programs in the field of distance education. It may be in the form of individual television program or dedicated special channel that is often associated with cable television sa US as public education, government access channel devices. So sa ano naman sa DepEd, gumagamit kami ng mga TV kami, tapos may mga pinapalabas some of the materials from live streaming refers to content live on the internet requires a camera for the media in order to do the media publisher and the content and the printer for the content and deliver the content. Okay. So let's just get the synchronous learning. Okay, when we say synchronous, it is existing or doing at the same time. During the synchronous learning, we learn and teaching is in a time, as this one. While the training are physically separated from the other. For example, live video or television broadcast, and audio conferencing, telephony, online lectures or way satellite broadcast. Okay? So the asynchronous learning, the characteristic for asynchronous learning is the fact that the trainer prepares for the material for the course today. So asynchronous not existing or not happening at the same time. The learner is free to decide when we want to study the courseware. Okay, this is very advantageous to mga single mothers, working mothers rather, mga person with health issues na hindi nakakapunta basically doon sa school. So, they prefer the so example of we have the self-paced courses, taken via internet or CD-ROM. So may mga short code courses for that, self-paced courses. Mga video-based classes, stored audio or video representation or seminar, recorded audio tape, Q&A mentoring, or through reading email messages. So, ito yung example ng synchronous learning. Yan, nabanggit natin kanina. Telephone, screen sharing, television, chat or instant messaging, desktop conferencing, and online seminars. So, as synchronous naman, we have the fax, the email, the news groups, computer web-based training, and some quick reference guides. So, ano yung teacher publication dun sa e-learning? Okay, we have four. First is the use all available technology. So, napag-maximize natin yun. Kasi, very beneficial siya sa part ng teacher and also sa part ng estudyante. It encourages collaborative learning. It lays foundation for lifelong learning and it incorporates the old and the new. At challenge din sa part ng teacher na kapag yung teacher ay sanay sa traditional classroom. Okay, so the traditional versus the learning approach. So let us differentiate them. So traditional classroom, in terms of classroom, physical, and limited lang yung size kung hanggang ilan lang. Sometimes medyo sumusobra dun sa standard. And it is synchronous. Sa e-learning naman, it is unlimited. So, kahit ilan na estudyante, okay, and anytime, anywhere, depende sa libreng oras ng estudyante, kung saan niya gustong mag-aral, kung mas pabor pa sa kanyang nag-aaral sa isang cafe, so mas maganda. The content, when it comes to content, sa traditional classroom, of course, we still use the PowerPoint, the transparency, textbooks, library, we also use the video and the collaboration. While sa e-learning, multimedia simulation, we have the digital library, okay, mga on-demand, and different kinds of communication. When it comes to personalization, sa traditional ay one learning path. Ano po? So sa e-learning naman, learning path and pace determined by the learner. So talagang learner-centered yung e-learning. So instructor-led training, it refers to the traditional classroom training where a teacher teaches a classroom full of students. The problem of these trainings are, number one, the distance. Bringing together the students under one roof requires time and money. So sa amin, kaya minsan may mga nag-absent din ng mga estudyante dahil na din sa layo ng kanilang lugar. The audience size and response time. Same planning is required for smaller and larger group of students in planning, infrastructure, and the instructors. And the third one, the off-the-job time. Working people face difficulty in finding a replacement for their jobs. Okay, let's discuss the e-teachers. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng just because may alam ka sa computer, may alam ka sa internet, you can already be an e-teacher. So e-teachers are teachers who work in an internet environment in both regular and virtual classroom situation. It is important na marunong pa din yung teacher or alam niya pa din yung way ng traditional na classroom. They build new concepts of working in time and space. And they find new learning resources as they interact with information, materials, and ideas with their students and colleagues. So parang it's a teaching, the teaching learning process dun sa part ng teacher. So nagtuturo siya and at the same time, natututo pa rin siya ng mga makabagong teknolohiya. Now, what is the impact of e-learning on the teaching learning process? First, the computer-based network system has provided the present-day teacher with a choice of modern tools to to deliver the goods in the classroom and the instructional boundaries. Okay? And the information and communication technology in which e-learning, e-teaching, and e-teachers are built in components has some impacts on teaching learning process. Okay, so ano yung mga impacts na yon? First, it improves efficiency both in learning and teaching. So mas magaan para sa teacher ang pagtuturo, unlike dun sa amin nga sa DepEd na medyo sumusobra kami sa standard na number of students. So it increases motivation kasi nakikita nun ng estudyante, ano na ba yung mga natapos ko? It deepens the understanding because the student learns from in his own pace. Promotes collaborate learning. So pwede pa din siya makipag-collaborate sa ibang mga estudyante under that subject na na-enrolla niya. It gives new approach to learning and working. It provides new ways interacting, paves way for personality development. It increases social skills. Hindi ibig sabihin na yung estudyante ay nasa isang nasa kaharap niya lang ang computer niya ay wala na siyang interaction socially. So meron pa din po. Mas na-develop pa nga yun. It creates interest in learning. Kasi hindi niya kailangan, let's say, pumunta sa isang library, from one library to another, kung wala yung resource na hinahanap niya. Dito sa e-learning, meron tayong digital library na you can access anytime. Okay? So yung impact on teaching learning process, it is helpful for self-evaluation and the wide reach and consistent. The user convenience. So yun nga sabi po natin, mas madali doon sa part ng mga nagtatrabaho, may mga health issues, or mas gusto lang nila yung sariling oras nila. It is flexible and rich medium for students. So madami tayong pwedeng gamiting form of mga platforms. Useful tool to address the students with different learning and cognitive styles. Kasi hindi natin ma-generalize na yung mga estudyante, ito gusto ito visual, ito gusto nagbabasa lang ng sarili nila. So dito sa e-learning, mas yung estudyante ay nakakapili siya. Self-pacing for slow and quick learners, and reduces the stress and increases the satisfaction. Kung halimbawa yung estudyante ay medyo slow learner, so pwede niyang balik-balikan yung mga lessons na kailangan niya pang i-review. So hindi masyadong stressful dun sa part ng estudyante. So what are the e-learning tools? Okay. First, the email, the scope of email. Of course, every teacher and student should have an email account. Communicate with students and with the parents. So yung parents pwede ding ma-access kung magbibigyan siya ng authority na ma-access yung grades ng anak niya. Students can submit assignment. Hindi na kailangan ni student na bumiyahe para i-submit yung kanyang assignment. Tapos pagdating dun sa klase, pwedeng, wala yung teacher or umalis na. So dito, pwede mo kang mag-submit ng assignment anytime. Kahit anong oras mo gusto, basta nandun lang sa due date. Can have attachments, create a paperless environment. It is simple but effective. Efficient and cost-effective. So mas efficient siya kaysa dun sa traditional na kailangan mong bumiyahe, kailangan mong mag-survive dun sa traffic. So yun, madaming problem kasi na-encounter yung mga estudyante. Lalo sa amin sa DepEd, madami sa amin yung mga nagda-drop dahil nga dun sa dun sa sobrang layo ng mga estudyante. So, this one, sa email, hindi mo na kailangan pumunta dun sa lugar ni teacher para mag-submit or sa school. You just send the email. Audio chat is a synchronous communication tool. So, the same with email, it can communicate with students and with the parents. More students participate, and it is a collaborative learning. So online forum naman, it is an asynchronous discussion forum. So the teacher can create discussion groups. Teacher could post a question and request the students to give their comment. So the students naman can post their comments or the answer to the question. It encourages the community participation. The collaborative learning can be fostered and the feedback from the diverse culture. So, maganda dito sa online forum. Okay? So, kailangan lang talaga na mayroon kang malakas na signal na internet connection. The web, the wide range of materials available. The teacher will need to narrow down. And it is a resource center, kahit anong mga topic ang research mo, madali mo mahanap. The sharing of resources, and supported by images, audio, simulation, and multimedia. Sabi nga natin, yung estudyante, iba't iba din yung kanilang, the way of learning nila. So, they can choose kung alin sa kanila yung mas effective. Okay, this one, the video conference that we're having. So, the teacher can conduct a live lecture and there's a communication with the students and with parents compared din sa mga the same with din sa mga nauna. It is supported by audio, chat, and whiteboard. By the way po, if you want to raise a question, you can, may group chat tayo dito sa gilid. Siguro you can raise your question. Okay, so it is supported by audio, chat, and whiteboard. Support sharing of applications such as this one I am sharing with you, the PowerPoint presentation. It can be recorded and later be used for on-demand lectures. And also it can be used for demo. Okay, let's move on. The learning management system. Okay, first, the management of content. Ito yung mga ginagamit namin na yung platform, yung pinaka ginagamit para pag nag-login ka, makikita mo yung mamamanage ng teacher, yung mga estudyante niya kung natatrack niya, ayan, tracking students, natatrack niya kung ano na yung mga natapos ng mga estudyante. It also have these administrative features, the integration with various tools such as the chat, forum, and email, etc. And also the reporting and the demo of the multimedia learning system. Okay, so here, may mga schools tayo dito sa Philippines na nag-offer na ng distance education. So, distance education in the Philippines, schools which offer full academic degree programs via distance learning that are duly recognized by the Philippine government through the accreditation with the Commission on Higher Education as are shown below. So we have here the Asian Institute for Distance Education, CAP, College Foundation, Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila, the Open University, Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Open University, Southeast Asia Interdisciplinary Development Institute, and the University of the Philippines Open University. So, if you want to enroll sa mga schools na yan, we don't need to pumunta dun sa Manila and mag-aral ng siguro Saturday, Sunday. So, dito sa Open University, mas madali tayong makaka-access ng kanilang mga resources and mas madali din sa part natin, hindi na tayo babiyahe from Bicol to Manila. Okay, we have here the open source e-learning applications. So when we say open source, it refers to a program in which the source code or yung programming language na ginamit is available to the general public for use and or they can modify it from its original redistribution. So mas maganda itong gamitin open source para makahiwas tayo dun sa dito. Para maiwasan natin yung mga problems legally. Okay, so later ang i-discuss ata yung sa cyber law. So okay, first of the open software or source software is the eFront. Ano yung eFront? It is an open source e-learning platform to assist with the creation of learning communities while offering various opportunities for collaboration and interaction through an icon-based user interface. So dito kay eFront, may user interface na ano po na makikita or magagamit si student. The platform offers tools for content creation, tests building, assignments management, reporting, the internal messaging, they have the forum, the chat, the surveys. So, very interactive itong si eFront. Also, we have the Moodle. Ito, alam ko ginagamit ito ng isang university dito sa Naga. Kapag nagsasubmit sila ng mga projects nila, assignments nila, so dito na nila, ito yung ginagamit nila. Moodle stands for the Modular Object-Oriented Dynamic Learning Environment. It is a free source e-learning software platform and modular design, allowing any developer to create additional modules and features. So ito yung kagandahan nito, pwede kang magdagdag, pwedeng i-alter yung kanilang yung platform. Many universities and colleges use it in their daily teaching and learning. It is a free source software. The developer can make modification based on their needs. So another one, we have the Chaos. It is an open source online learning software. It provides all the features needed for e-learning and blended learning management, from authoring to reporting. So we have the Claroline also, an open source of e-learning and e-working platform, which allows the teacher to build effective online courses. And the teachers can manage the learning and the collaborative activities on the web. The Ilias Learning Management is a powerful open source learning management system for developing and realizing the web-based e-learning. The software was developed to reduce the cost of new media in education and further training, and to ensure the maximum level of customer influence in the implementation of this software. We have the Sakai project. The Sakai CLE is a free community source educational software platform distributed under the ECL, or the Educational Community License. So ECL is a type of open source license. The Sakai CLE is used for teaching, research, and collaboration. So halos pare-pareho yung yung pinagagamitan nila. Siguro nagkakaiba-iba lang sila doon sa pinaka-user interface. We have here the OLAP. It is also a free software, and it is an open source learning management system that supports any kind of learning, teaching, and tutoring with few educational restrictions. Okay, teaching aids will change. So from Blackboard, we still use this, the OHP or the overhead projector, and then nasundan ng TV to video. So ngayon, gumagamit na tayo ng computer. From computer, we have the LCD or LED projectors, and now we have the whiteboard. So nagbabago din po yung teaching aids na ginagamit ng teacher. Okay, so ano yung mga advantages nito ng e-learning? First, classwork can be scheduled around personal and professional work. So this is very good for those who are already working and still want to pursue their bachelor's degree or a postgraduate course. It reduces travel costs and time to and from school. For example, we want to enroll in UP, so medyo malayo yung travel from Bicol to Manila. So we just enroll in the Open University. So hindi na tayo kailangang bumiyahe ng Manila, Bicol weekly. Learners may have the option to select the learning materials that meets their level of knowledge, and interest. So madami din po tayong mga short-term courses that you can choose. Depende sa interest mo. Learners can study wherever they have access to a computer and internet. So, ano po, mas maganda yung kanilang environment compared dun sa traditional na medyo siksikan, medyo mainit. Self-paced learning modules allows the learner to work at their own pace. Flexibility to join discussions in the bulletin board, the threaded discussions areas at any hour, or visit with classmates and instructors remotely through the chat rooms. Okay? The different learning styles are addressed, and the facilitation of learning occurs through varied activities. Development of computer and internet skills that are transferable to other facets of learners' lives. So mas natututo na yung estudyante, mas nade-develop yung kanilang skills. Successfully completing online or computer-based courses builds self-knowledge and of course self-confidence that encourages the students to take responsibility for their learning. So mas natuturuan yung estudyante na maging responsable siya na kapag oras na ng session namin, whatever you're doing, iwan mo talaga yon. So, natututo siyang maging responsible at his or her own pace. Of course, kaakibat ng advantages, nandito yung disadvantages. Okay, so we have here first, unmotivated learners or those with poor study habits may fall behind. Kapag hindi na-build yung study habit ng isang bata, ng isang estudyante, mula sa kanyang pagkabata, ay mahihirapan siya. Lalo na ang e-learning ay, sabi dito, disruptive daw. Ano po? Kapag madali kang ma-distract, let's say habang nag-e-learning ka, may naka-open kang tab and you are nag-Facebook or nag-YouTube, so madaling na-distract and napag-iiwanan yung estudyante. Lack of familiar structure and routine may take getting used to. Lalo na kung nag-uumpisa pa lang mag-aral na gamitin yung computer, so baka hindi pa masyadong familiar sa mga features ng platform na ginagamit, so pwedeng mahirapan yung estudyante. Students may feel isolated or miss social interaction dahil nga sa nag-iisa lang siya, so baka feeling niya isolated lang siya. So nami-miss niya yung social interaction sa mga kaklase, lalo kung nasanay siya dun sa traditional na classroom. Okay? Instructor may not always be available on demand. Slow or unreliable internet connections can be frustrating. Ito yung siguro masasabi natin, isa sa pinaka matinding problema natin dito. Kasi yung internet connection natin sa Pilipinas ay talagang hindi siya ganun ka-reliable. So minsan yun, nakaka-frustrate sa part ng estudyante kung hindi niya ma-access yung kanyang portal. Managing learning software can involve a learning curve. Okay, so kailangan ma-master niya din yun kung paano niya gamitin yung software and yung mga resources, paano niya ma-maximize yon. Some courses, such as traditional hands-on courses, can be difficult to simulate. Okay, yung mga binibigyan tayo ng mga handouts, and yung mga courses din naman na hands-on talaga. So mahirap yon, lalo na kapag dito sa traditional. If you're just watching someone na nagde-demo, so mahirap matutunan yung skill. Okay. E-learning, a blended mode. So the chalk and board has long ruled the classrooms, but it will not be eliminated. Pwede pa rin naman magkaroon ng a whiteboard na, but it is less emphasized na siya compared dun sa mga ginagamit nating platform. So yun, biniblend natin yung traditional at yung e-learning. Interactive digital content, so more emphasis, and it is an on-demand learning, and of course, it is interactive. Okay, the blended learning. Blended learning combines the e-learning tools, yung mga na-discuss natin earlier, with the traditional classroom that we have been used to learning to ensure the maximum effectiveness. So, pwede naman pala po na i-combine natin yun, i-blend natin yun. Okay, ano yung mga pwede nating makuha doon? First, it offers the face-to-face interaction, thereby leading to social benefits. The second is the personalized system of instruction, which requires minimum interaction. It also improves the retention and reinforcement through follow-up mechanism on the web. So, mas ano po, yung retention ng mga lessons ay mas tumatagal sa estudyante. Mas naaalala nila yung mga lessons nila. So, because of this, blended. It is highly flexible based on the learning style and the level of audience. So, syempre, dapat ma-identify muna natin kung yung audience ba natin ay ano yung mga interest nila, ano yung mga kakayahan nila, para maging flexible din yung teacher sa pag-develop niya ng mga course. Okay, wait. Okay, the legal basis of the Open University in the Philippines. Okay. Okay, the section 1, by the way, this is Republic Act 10650. Okay. So section 1, the state shall protect and the Republic Act 10650 is for the distance learning, okay? But the Open University in the Philippines, of course, has this legal basis. Okay, here, the section, the state shall protect and promote the right of all citizens to quality education at all levels and shall take appropriate steps to make such education accessible to all. Kaya nga, nagkaroon tayo ng Open University. Kasi, parang hindi naman nalileft behind yung mga students, gusto talagang mag-aral kaso very limited lang yung time nila because of their work. Section 2, the state shall encourage non-formal, informal, and indigenous learning system, as well as self-learning, independent, and out-of-school study programs, particularly those that respond to community needs. Yung mga gusto mag-aral pero yung oras nila ay hindi pwede doon sa traditional dahil nga they respond to the community needs. It provide also the adult citizens, the disabled, and out-of-school youth with training in civics, vocational efficiency, and other skills. So we also have the Open High School program. It is a distance learning program for high school students who are unable to attend regular classes due to physical, economic, and geographical limitation. A part of the dropout reduction program of Department of Education, and it is funded by the Asian Development Bank. The OHSP was first started in 1998 and is now offered by an increasing number of public schools across the country. So, syempre, may requirement bago maka-open ang isang school ng isang OHSP. It is open to all elementary school graduates, high school dropouts, the Philippine Educational Placement Test. He or she should be a passer who are a Filipino citizen. Interested applicants for the OHSP must also undergo two tests before being accepted to the program. The first is the Informal Reading Inventory, or the IRI, to measure the reading levels, and the Independent Learning Readiness Test, the ILRT, to assess if the applicant's capacity in self-directed learning is okay. Kung kaya niya bang mag-aral ng saga ng kanyang sarili lang, kung kaya niya bang mag-aral ng Siya lang. Okay. So may mga schools na tayo sa Manila. We have in Makati, we have 3 schools in Pasig, Quezon, Marikina, Malabon, and Caloocan. Siguro sana dumating yung time na dito din sa atin sa Kamsur ay ma-introduce din tayo dito sa OHSP. Okay, thank you very much po sa pakikinig sa aking munting topic. Okay, thank you very much.
Alright guys, once again, let's give our speaker a resounding applause. Thank you, Anna. And this time we are going to, oh, you have research questions, isn't it? Oh, because you mentioned it a while ago. Would you want to share? Yes, it's already an open forum. So, with that, I may call in the moderator, Miss Jerry and Miss Lillian. Hello, ma'am. We are 41 here. Your audience, in your audience. So, ladies, you may take it away.
Anyone who wants to raise their questions for or any clarification regarding the topics. Wala. Is everything clear? Po ba? Wala nang further questions or clarifications, speaker? Ayan. From our PhD students. Introduce yourself before. Actually, hindi naman. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, our professor, and of course, to the speaker. Actually, this is not a question. May I just share? Kasi the last na pinag-share kanina ni Ma'am is about the Open High School. So, in our school, the Calabake National High School now, Calabake National Science High School has this Open High School program. So, we are integrated program. We have this Open High School, which we are, of course, yung sinabi kayo ng Ma'am, yung mga out of school youth. They also report to the teachers once a week. May schedule na sila. So, isang linggo sila. This is also only for junior high school. And also grade 7 to 10. Also, sa senior high school, considering that open high school is not allowed and you have no documents which support for open senior high school program. So we have this modular program. Sa mga estudyante who cannot really go to school regularly, considering that regular senior high school students should report 4 times a week or 4 days a week. And we have this, yung mga cases na indicator namin for modular program, yung access education for all. So we still offer this to the students. Na kailangan ng help talaga. Of course, help with teachers and help with family po. So we have this. And also, may share kami po, meron kami SPA program. Ito siguro ng SPA, which is special program for arts and of course the scope. Science oriented class. So we have this program. Naisama, ko lang po because of this open mic. Thank you very much. Siguro kami lahat ngayon as ma'am stated, ano po kami. Thank you po.
Okay, let me also po share po yung experience din namin sa school. Meron din, nawala.
Ayun na po.
Okay, so meron din po kami nag-experience na yung junior high school natin, running for valedictorian. Ay, ngayon hindi na sa amin. Hindi na valedictorian yung term. Ano na, with the highest honor. Kaso yung parents niya ay ni-require siyang mag-work dun sa kanilang maliit na business. So, ayaw nung estudyante ng stop. So, yun, karoon na lang ng internet arrangement na parang modular approach na lang. Yung estudyante ay merong module na pwede mong sagutan sa kapag yung oras na dun sa business nila. And then, sasalit na lang nila. So, nag-meet pa din sila ng teacher. Sometimes yung teacher na lang nag-a-adjust. The same also happened years ago dun sa isang student namin na yung father na ay nagkaroon ng training advisor. So, buti na lang at nagkaroon kami ng modular approach. At least na estudyante ay tuloy ko for the araw. Yun ang mga po. May question pa po kayo, no?
So, may questions pa po ka? How about the answer? Can you introduce yourself?
So, good morning, everyone. I am Mary Rosalie Berha from, I'm sorry, Okay, so ma'am, one of the identified key master competencies of high school students ay yung literacy, particularly reading. So maybe, can you give or suggest a particular e-learning platform or activity or mode or tool that can aid to facilitate yung development of reading literacy ng mga students, high school students? Ito.
Siguro, we can suggest also, ito na yung using the web, Google Hangout. So, pwedeng siguro yung teacher ay one-on-one dun sa estudyante. Kapag yung oras ng estudyante. But I'm going to share yung mga resources na meron yung teacher. Meron tayong mga resources. Meron tayong mga resources na ng teacher. For example, the Escloveria techniques, yung ginagamit pa for reading. So, yun, medyo pero we can share that to the students through the web para mag-division ng soft copy. At least malala ng estudyante. Practice ng estudyante at for her own time.
Satisfied ka na po ba sa Yes. Any other questions from the crowd? Wala naman na po. So perhaps we can proceed to the next topic and the next speaker. Thank you so much po, for answering our questions. Of course, we would like to acknowledge the moderator who's been moderating all the open forum. And now, salamat po Malay. The certificate is already there. All right. I'd like to also call in our professor. Well done. All right, here, ma'am, you would like to give the certificate of commendation to you. May I read the citation? It goes, Republic of the Philippines, Central Bicol State University of Agriculture, San Jose Camagin Sur, Graduate School. Certificate of commendation is awarded to Jenny B. S. Naput for rendering her valuable time, effort, and expertise as resource speaker during the online seminar on technologies in education and cyber ethics, held on July 13, 2019 at CAS Lecture Hall, Civis UA Compound, San Jose PD, Camagin Sur. Given this 13th day of July 2019 at CAS Lecture Hall, Civis UA Compound, San Jose PD, Camagin Sur, signed by the Dean of the Graduate School Lecture, Adelpha Elivo de Flor. A round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our token and the certificate of commendation. Probably you'll be handling that, ma'am, kind of box. Mamaya, it will be on your hand. Thank you, ma'am. Once again, thank you, ma'am.